Let's go to this one. CBS 8. I don't know where this is at. Landlord can't evict tenants who don't intend to pay a nickel. Oh, they don't intend to pay a nickel. What in the effing world? San Diego. Oh, California's off the hook. Shout out to Cali. Sheesh. A San Diego woman says squatters are living in her rental home and she can't get rid of them despite them owing 9 months of unpaid rent. Barbara Gunner filed an eviction notice, but the judge ruled twice against her. What? Gunner, 81? Oh, hell no. 81. Estimated 6 people are living in her Encanto rental house, which she has owned for decades. She said none of them have a written lease. Wow. Yo, what is this twilight zone that we are living in, y'all? They took over the property after her longtime tenant died. It's a terrible thing, but your hands are tied. To do things legally, you have to go by what the judge says. Gunner represented herself in eviction litigation, which she acknowledged was a mistake. Oh, so now she's got to go ahead and pay a lawyer and pay more money in order to get the illegal people who are in her, not illegal asylum seekers, but illegal people that are in her home, to pay somebody a lawyer in order to potentially get them out, which could be another 6 to 8 months, if not longer. It all came down to what the judge called a verbal lease agreement, formalized when Gunner accepted initial rent payments from one of the tenants. Girl, is that what you did? Gunner's husband, Roy, is a retired criminal attorney, and he don't know what to do, and he still doesn't understand the complicated ruling. It's damn near impossible to get anybody out of the house. They come in and tell any lie, and that's enough to squeeze by the current laws in California. Wow. They're taking advantage of the situation. They don't intend to pay a nickel and don't intend to move. CBS reached out to the tenant, Tina Jackson, whose name is on the eviction case. She did not return her call. Child, I don't even know what to say. This is half damn crazy. This is half damn crazy. Moving on, because it's just like the same old child. Speaking of squatters, let's take a look at Fox. Squatters leave landlords with damaged properties and hefty legal fines, as we just read, right? Shout out to JB40 for the super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. He said this is the same type of mayor who wants you New York residents to house migrants. Great video. Yo, listen, Newsom, I think it is. That might be what he's going to say next, y'all. Shout out to y'all in Cali, okay? That might be the next thing. We won't pay you all if you just house them in your home, okay? It's going to be okay. Thank you so much. But we need to do something about this crisis, okay? Yeah, get them the F out and stop being stupid with your lawyers. I'm not lawyers, your judges and these stupid ass laws. But anyway, child, come on, Fox. Let's go.
Squatters and renters who refuse to pay are leaving landlords with few options and huge legal bills. Jeff Flock's with us. Tell me about what happened at the home you visited, Jeff.
I'm here. I think I'd better to show you what happened. And this has become an increasing problem all across the country, particularly here in Philadelphia. I'm here with Walter Lapidus, who's
Shout out to Philly.
The property manager. Hey, Thomas, come this way. Let's show Stuart. Walter.
Child, first thing I see, y'all, is LL Cool J written right here. If you can't see it, I don't know if you can see the mouse. So y'all already, first of all, it's Philly, okay? Then I see LL Cool J, child, you already know who it is. Call me what you want to.
Let's get out of the way and let Thomas just walk through this. This is a property that had been rented. Tell me the story, Walter.
Correct. We had a tenant occupy this property for approximately a year and a half.
How much rent did they pay?
They paid 2 months worth of rent in that time.
And over in a year and a half.
Correct. Yes. The rest was money that the landlord never saw.
And this apartment was nicely painted, was all good when they moved in.
Correct. It was in habitable condition with parquet floors, tile, and freshly painted walls.
It's all torn up. The walls, I don't even know what was going on here.
Unfortunately, we don't either. This is how we found the place once the tenants were locked out by the sheriff.
I was going to say, and it took you.
Look at that. Like, look at that. Like, look at. Ooh, child. You can't make it up, y'all. These people just don't care. People just don't care. But y'all, you're supposed to care. I'm supposed to care. these people don't care about themselves, but somehow, some way, people try to guilt us into thinking that we're supposed to care. Why would I care? This is what you like. This is what you love. You love to be living in squalor like that. You don't know their situation. So you telling me their situation warranted spray painting all over the damn walls? You telling me it warranted living like this, especially if you live in there for free, so you couldn't keep the stuff straight. You couldn't keep it in decent condition based off of what they just said. So you telling me the situation warranted all this nastiness, grossness, foolishness? You don't know. You don't know. Okay, so I don't know then. Well, I tell you what I do know. Ain't no empathy and ain't no sympathy.
Months to have the people removed, yes.
It did. This was actually on the faster side of things than slower, but it does take months to get.
I know we don't have a ton of time here, but I'm going to ask Thomas to go upstairs. And while I do that, I think people are sympathetic to those who don't.
Thomas don't want to go up there
because I think it's important to show the entirety of this. The people don't have a place to live. People are way behind in their rents these days. I mean, we're talking billions of dollars owed. Yeah.
What is going on here, y'all? It's like intentionally trashed. This is intentional trash. Like, oh my gosh.
That is correct. But what I think people fail to see is that in the attempt to help people who are facing homelessness, which is an obviously very important issue, these costs, the costs of cleaning this up, are passed on to the folks who pay their rent on time, and that's how we lose the affordability in housing.
But for those that don't own anything, don't work for anything, don't know nothing about finance, don't know nothing about business, they don't care. They're not listening to this. See, they're not listening to any of this. They don't care about none of this. All they care about is me, 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 me. And you know, you're not going to tell me. Okay. So that's why they do stuff like this and squat and ruin and destroy, and then don't have one thought about it. Don't have one care about it. But somehow, some way, somebody think that they going to make me feel guilty because I don't care. Because I know that there are some situations where it is not their fault. Okay. I acknowledge that. But most of the time, it's their fault. Okay. Squatters, I got no sympathy for at all, any which way, up, down, or around. I have no sympathy for them because you're in essence stealing. Okay. You're in essence stealing. And even if you did that and you waiting for the timeout, do you have to destroy people's stuff? Because the other part, all these people talking about, you shouldn't do this. This is not nice. This is not fair. You're just a big bad landlord. You're just so greedy. Oh, are you going to pay for this, Miss Weiner? Mr. Weiner? Are you going to pay for this? Are you going to pay for all the paint? Are you going to pay for all the furniture? Are you going to pay for all the trash removal, the gutting? This is a complete gut. This is a complete gut. This is allegedly, this is what these people's homes probably look like, even though we did see some. Like when we was looking at them people down in Atlanta where the weapon went off in the middle of the interview, if you remember, in ATL. And they was trying to do the interview, and all of a sudden it's pop, 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 that they had to cut the damn interview. It's not funny. They had to cut the damn interview and then come back, right? That's what these places look like on the inside. We can tell from the damn outside what it looked like on the inside. People that don't care how they live, they don't care where they are, they don't care how it goes, and then you bring kids into it, but somehow, some way, you think I'm supposed to have empathy and sympathy. I don't. If that's how you want to live, then that's how you can live. Have at it. Okay. This cost of something like this, I'm telling you, and then this is Philly somewhere. So it's a row house, probably at least 10 to 20 to completely redo this. And then the little mom and pops, which is who you really need to be in the business in order to house all these people that you can't find housing for, are going to get out the daggone business. Okay. And I don't blame anyone that decides, that says, you know what, F all y'all, and you can have it. All right. We're going to sell it for the minimal amount. We'll take the loss. We'll write it on our taxes and carry our asses to Florida. Good luck to you. All right. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm almost a little bit speechless. Thomas, go ahead and one last shot here, perhaps. If you're a landlord these days, it's tough times.
Yes, given the delay in getting possession of places when we have a non-paying tenant, this unfortunately is what can happen. And this is going to cost the owner tens of thousands of dollars to rectify.
And in one case, the sheriffs came 2 or 3 times. They decided they didn't want to escalate the situation, so they didn't make the people leave. Certainly, we're all sympathetic.
Reporter dude, if you don't go to hell, he's talking about the police came once, they felt bad. See what feeling bad gets you? Now, I'm not saying that some situations don't warrant empathy and sympathy, but you came to a house where they needed to get out and you knew they weren't paying rent. You know they don't own nothing. You know they're not supposed to be there, but your bleeding heart said, oh, well, we're going to let them stay. Not thinking about the damn homeowner, not thinking about the person that actually is responsible for the mortgage, not thinking about the person that actually has to pay for all this. Oh, y'all.
Pathetic to those who don't have a place to live.
Just don't forget, Jeff, the landlord is always the bad guy. Always. Remember that.
You know what? You know what? That's my new favorite reporter right there. Exactly. Shout out to that white man because the other white man, shout out to this man right here, child. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because that's some BS. Sitting up there talking about, oh, but we have a housing affordability crisis. Shut up. Save it, sir. Okay? I can't. Ooh, child. Thank God that dude came out and let him know. You sitting up here talking about this crap about people that completely destroyed this place, has nothing to offer, has no stake in the game, ain't trying to fix nothing, don't give one damn, and you still feel sorry for them. This is what I don't get. I don't even understand how people can see this and still have sympathy for people that did this. You're not even like talking to an elderly person who's just unwillingly now at this point being put out of their house. All right, I could get you saying it for that, but come on now. You seen this whole thing. You've been through this whole house and you still gonna say that mess? You still gonna say that mess? Child, anyway, moving on. Get rid of them. Get rid of them.